Girls, this is Lee the shop from Cariad Drum Shop. Look what I've got here. Is that madness or what? So it's a double bass drum, staccato kit, where they got these fluted shapes to them. Let's take you to the side and show you this, and I'll explain why this is here. So if I come to the side of this one, you can see that it's just, as you obviously hit the drum head, the push of the air is meant to come down and out towards the audience or the microphone that way. And for whatever reason, they must have had their reasons for it, they decided to create this sort of unusual shape. They open it up and then it's got that. Now, if you have any idea why, if you know a bit of history of these, please leave a comment below. Why did they feel to create that shape as to just a simple tube? And the same down here, I suppose they look a bit like big speakers. Let us know. Let us know if you know any information of the history, just for information's sake, just for people to read up and say, oh, I didn't know that. I'll give you an example. These were made in the 1980s. Not this actual kit, but one of these kits was used in the first Star Wars film. I believe that is correct. The customer mentioned it to me, who's brought them in. And that was where the scene where they're all playing instruments and it's all the funny creatures playing the instruments. So they wanted something unusual and futuristic in the 80s, so they used one of these. And the floor tom is even more mad because it's not just, it's got the fluted shape and the mouth shape there, but it's twisted and around and comes, instead of being at the top, look, sideways on. So it's like a twist. It's like something you would see in, you know, in Waterworld, you know, the tubes and the flutes where you float down and all the rest of it, you understand what I mean? And if you go down here, it actually looks like a mouth, look. Good morning. And with the eyes, like the eyes, the nose, and then, oh, that could be the nose, couldn't it? Big mouth. So, strange. A really, really mad, I suppose you would say, Marmite kit. Some will love it and some will think that's dreadful. I don't know what to make of it, but I will say they cannot be bought anymore new. The molds have gone as far as I'm aware, so they can't be made now. So this is a museum piece. That's why the customer bought it. I don't think he's bought it so much to take on tour or to play with it. It's more, it's so unusual. It's a museum piece. What is it doing at Cariad? Well, it's actually nothing to do with the shop, if I'm honest. I just put it in the shop. Spoke to Lee the spray about it and said, let's put it in the shop, put a little video up, and let people see it for a week, you know, and it'll get stripped down and put away. It's getting stripped completely, and if you notice, there's just that it's old, and apparently a lot of that is like tobacco marks, tobacco stains and that. So what we're going to do, or Lee the spray is going to do in time, is to just basically mop it all, to take everything off, mop it all really well and try and bring it back to a nice shiny white, put some new stickers on and so on, and away to go. So again, let us know, guys, anything you know about these, information, bang it on the comments below, that would be good. And whether you like them or hate them and so on, keep your comments clean, keep them tidy, just give us information so that young drummers can read up on these things and find these things of interest. One last thing, I'm going to tap them. Now, in fairness to this, right, these are older heads that have been on here a while. There's a mix. You've got a Premier and Evans, you've got another Premier down there, and there's a few wrinkles on it. Does the fluted section there make the tone a much better thing? Is it worth the shape, if you understand what I mean? So, this is just a standard phone, that's all, a Samsung phone. Now, come over to my beautiful little drum kit. I gotta say, I prefer the look of that. It's just the way I am. So, sorry about the cowbell. Actually, I think there's more tone to that. If you was to change the heads on this, maybe you could get it up to a tone like that, but for me to have that sort of a shape, to have something as unusual, unless I was into that shape and I wanted to do something really mad on a stage, if it was purely for sound, I would expect that to be a lot more. I'd really expect it to be powering the sound out. So the jury's out for me. Would I use it for a bit of quirkiness? Possibly. Would I want to live with that? Don't know. Not when you can live with that. You see, something about keeping drums as drums originally were. But good on them for trying, good on them. Talking point, something unusual, something different. Let us know. Take care. Give us a subscribe and all the rest of it, and a thumbs up, and share this video about. Look after yourselves. Bye.